Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with Circenn with the Scots in Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia as the armies continue to march onwards to prepare for really big wars and whatnot. So preparations are being made, armies are being marched forth and such. There's a lot is happening there, a lot is happening, and a lot will happen. Go. That army should then be ready to provide support as well in a few turns. Even next turn maybe. So that's rather that. Let us end the turn and get ready for the war with Stratklutz and Stiflin, while another potential, at least one that's declared war with us, is still preoccupied in the rest of Ireland. So Stratklutz, the northern Welshman who are now occupying Ireland, should be an easy target to deal with. Much easier target.
My reputation is growing.
There we go. Get a bit more spearmen to train. We certainly have some past. Oh, we can also look into libraries maybe, but there's also part of the system to just push ahead for some better swordsmen. I think we'll go for that one since they're cheaper. The overall medium impact should be a bit more easy to achieve, I think. A bit more easy to achieve, which is
Command the longships.
well, desirable to say the least.
Advance the fleet. War is what we do best. We're about to make landfall. My warriors are unparalleled. Forward we go.
I'm not sure when they have to go through there, but oh well.
We are eager for glory.
Shift down there, and we'll begin hiring a few extra chaps as well. Since there's a large Stratklutian army there, so we kind of want to be ready for that. But I think next turn is basically where we kick off all of that. Basically. And I'll also just work on increasing the farm output and whatnot as much as possible. Alright, next turn. The next big war begins. Trade ports up, and we got a watermill up. Thusly, greatly improving our financial output. Anyways, time to strike.
Do not think.
He's easily seized. Swift raid and all that.
Got it.
And we nab that.
Ships seaworthy.
And we hit that as well.
Doing it.
Wait, what? Apparently I had that one without knowing it. That's kind of impressive. Apparently I missed that one.
Fleet ready to sail. Full ahead, longships. We will not fail you. Ready and willing.
So there we go. The initial stages of the war with Stratklutz are so far going quite successfully. Hang on, what's that sort of territory looking like? More farm-like, I guess, so we want the lesser on it. More than anything. There we go. Yoink. Secured for the glory of Circenn. Or Circenn. I don't know again how it's supposed to be pronounced. Bloody Scotsman. Learn some damn English, would you? that's fully upgraded there. Yeah, there's not much else we can do, I think. Should probably look to strengthen my bits for controlling the populace here, actually. I'll actually scrap that one for church. Rebuild that. Alright. I think we're in the turn and see what Statclut does. With a one massive army, which is then looking a bit nasty. On the other hand, it's just one army. I've got 3 armies in that area, so shouldn't be impossible. Alright, they're going straight here. And this army is not fully prepared, so this could get a bit ugly. There could be a loss, but we shall see. We shall see. They do have an awful lot of, plenty of even better troops, I hope. Actually, the biggest issue might in fact be that 5 cavalry units, actually, so we're going to have to position a spearmen to theoretically to rush in more armies to put this to fast enough. And again, there's an army nearby, so it shouldn't be impossible. Plus, there's an army that's going to threaten them in the south, so they should turn around to defend their own territories if it goes too poorly here. Alright, so this part is basically covered. Meaning we can focus the cavalry here. Well, likely, anyways.
Spearmen! Axemen! Enemies! Beware!
Shifting them towards here.
Archers! Awaiting orders!
You do not get to skirmish because that'll just turn you into a bunch of useless running cowards.
Grind them into the mud!
There you go, our mighty army, our black blades, and our sword warriors. They don't actually look that different.
Ravage their forces!
Basically, chainmail versus leathery armor, brigandine. I'm not entirely sure what to describe as that. Okay, it looks like they're lining up all the cavalry, and of course the Welsh also have cavalry leaders, so that get a bit tricky. Old North horsemen. Welsh archers, Welsh armored axemen. Well, most of the stuff is so far just tier 1.
Shatter their forces!
I was actually a bit worried they'd have like some tier 2 stuff, but it would seem they're not quite there. Right, there we go. I was about to wonder where the hell they were going.
Archers! Our hidden units have been discovered! Eager to fight! To battle!
Right. For some reason they just rushed in the cavalry ahead of the rest, which is definitely an opportunity to just tear it apart before it can do anything serious. Let's deal with that. The old North horseman is being, well, sent to the very old North. Yeah, that's gone.
Awaiting orders! Take cover! Don't hold back!
Go.
Enemies beware! Spearmen! Run, warriors! Bowmen! We're getting shot at! Swordsmen! Quick march! That was too close! Enemies beware! Spearmen! Watch for missiles! Ready for war! On the double! Spearmen!
Slightly reposition our forces to sort of better face theirs.
Hit hard! Javelins! Quick march! Enemy charge! Brace! Axemen! Attack!
The trick is to feed enough troops over there while at the same time not leaving them just able to push through there, I think. Right, the Welsh levies are dying against our Shilton, our tier 3 units, proving to of course be superior.
Swordsmen! Ready! Spearmen! On the
Slowly getting there.
Pound the earth! Javelins! Pound the earth!
See, they flee before our
Whoa, whoa,
might.
whoa, whoa, shit, stop.
Whoa! Oh! Making ready!
Yeah.
To battle! Javelins! Fire on them! Battle awaits us! Spearmen! Spearmen!
Right, we're slowly taking them apart, very slowly, but we are nonetheless doing it.
Don't hold back! Yes! Pound the earth! Eye it is so! On the double! Attack!
Send the cavalry up there, keep the general nearby to strengthen them at the front line.
Ready for war! Don't hold back! Axemen! Strike now! Strike now! Get them! Eager to fight! Hit hard! Enemies, beware!
The men have been routed.
Oh dear.
They are leaving the field.
That's bad. They get routed their range some axemen, which rather makes short work of them, fortunately. It's a bit more dangerous.
Spearmen! Crush them! Annihilate them! Strike now!
Making good progress there, cutting through most of their troops. The Welsh armoured axemen are not quite enjoying the success they figured they might have had. Sending the troops there to flank.
Cavalry! Incoming javelins!
Take care of the archers, those Welsh archer bastards. We're having none of that.
Spearmen!
There we go. Their forces are very much collapsing before the might
The
of
battle is turning
Scotland.
in our favour.
Proto-Scotland, I guess.
Javelins, watch out!
Well, swordsmen are not having it their way, that's for sure.
Set for war! Horsemen! Annihilate them! We've outnumbered them! Get them!
There we go.
Swordsmen! Swordsmen! Ready! So we can go now. Hit hard! Awaiting orders! Annihilate them!
The enemy general is
And
dead.
that, the general is dead, and the entire army collapses. Turning the tables on Stratclut. I would say rather. Schildtron did as well, so. Yeah, the Black Blades very much live up to the elite unit designation, that's for sure. And with that, the Welsh army there has utterly fallen apart. It should be easily taken care of. Should also allow us to seize Edinburgh rapidly.
The men are eager to get to it. To victory! Go full out! Got it! Agree!
There we go, and Churchy bits. There we go as well.
All ships seaworthy! What are our orders? We will not fail you! Kill them all! Get them now! My warriors are unparalleled!
That's the remainders of that Welsh army. Utterly destroyed. Crashed. For my night.
My strength grows greater!
My strength grows greater.
Bring me their heads!
Splendid stuff. Oh wait, there's another large Stratclutian army, but I would say that is not a massive problem as of right now. Though that could easily change, admittedly. Still, their heartlands are pretty much exposed, and their western holdings are also rapidly unraveling. So we'll see what they try to do here to, shall we say, stabilize the situation. I think that's sort of it. Let us end the turn. Let us pass the time. As the kingdom of Stratclut collapses, like an infinite series of cards or towers, house of cards, whatever. Oh, it's collapsing, it's falling apart as Scotsmen are just rampaging through it all. All the time wondering what the hell are Welshmen doing out that far away from Wales.
Into battle.
There we go. Sword right through the gut.
Yes.
Hogback Master Workshop. Interesting. That's being repaired.
None shall stand against me. To victory!
We attack there, seize that.
Our every foe shall fall! Immediately. Right then. Doing it!
Stratclut. Guess we'll have to add a miner because that's all we got that could really help them. We do have some mines, so that does work out. That does work out. Also represents a nice little boost to economy, so that's great.
Our bravery is legendary. Agreed.
There we go. Estates. Go. Growing ever bigger, ever stronger. There's Art Matcha and a bit here left to go. At that point we run into Difflin. And then we got a bit here in that area. I'll tell you what that's called. Cumbria? Cumberland, anyways.
None shall stand against
Probably
us.
increase the size of these forces a bit there so they can resist whatever comes at them. There's likely bound to be something coming at them, that's for sure. And that was in the turn. Okay, Stratclut decides to strike there. That's going to force us to deal with that a bit. Ooh, that one's going to be a bit tricky to deal with. Bit of a bloody nuisance. Bit of a bloody nuisance. Yeah, they're raiding their own territories? Wow.
Success brings greater power.
Go. Sword chaps are ready. We could look to improving our cavalry a bit if we just go for... Yeah, let's go for that.
Go full out.
Pop goes that weasel.
Right then.
Royal Hall of the Mountain. Alright. Looks neat, I guess.
War is what we do best.
There we go. Oh, now they go back to the less amazing shields. Alright, warriors, we have now improved to the great degree where we can stop giving you good shields. Wait, what? Yeah, we're gonna give you the trash shields again. Come on! Nope, sorry. It's trash shields for you. You're no fun.
Our bravery is legendary.
Go, masterful scribes. All to try and get as much gold out of this as we possibly can.
what we do best.
Actually, I wonder what's the difference between
The men are eager to get to it.
stat wise. Basically, it would seem slightly better charge bonus and better armor, I think. Like, also better morale, but like none of the other stats really seem to markedly improve, which is interesting to note. I mean, they're sort of close to being on the level with the Black Blades at tier 3, the tier 1s that is. Though they do end up being more expensive to maintain, so there's that.
We are eager for glory.
I gotta send something down there to deal with that. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. No matter how amazing the garrison of Dunat is, it's still gonna be a bit tricky to hold the line against possibly that large of a Stratclot army. Clut. Out of the way, moving ahead, grabbing more territory, fighting onwards.
Count on us.
I'm just gonna go for that, right? Just need to make sure of that. Now they just... Ow, don't be such a bunch of pricks. Alright, there's no chance in hell I can defend against that. Like, maybe if the garrison was at full strength, I might have a chance, but when there's a new garrison, there's not really much actual possibility of holding out there. Looks like I'm going to have to send forces over towards Ireland, not just for the War of Difflin, but to catch up with the Stratclots and just, you know, clot them up permanently. Lost my governor though, which is less outstanding.
The men are eager to get to it. Bring me their heads.
Right, apparently that's going to be a bit of a more intense battle. Guess we do it. Army should really be advantaged. Though again, they got a ton of cavalry, like lots of cavalry. I'm suspecting some of them at least going to be tier 2 at them. I could be wrong there. I could be very wrong.
Horsemen! Ready! It is settled.
They're falling back. Yup. Tier 3. That's gonna get a bit tricky, I think.
Nobble them! Strike them hard!
Wait, what? They're dogs! How can they set fire to the buildings? They're dogs! What's wrong with them? What sort of things happen in Scotland where the dogs light the houses on fire? My God!
We comply. Gee up!
I might have slightly overestimated things. We'll see.
Horsemen!
Let's overestimate my forces.
Battle awaits us! Bowman, your win is ours! Ready for war! Spearmen! Horsemen! True Britons forever! Enemies beware! Spearmen!
Make them fear us.
We're getting shot at! Archers! Beware, missile!
Swordsman!
Take cover!
Spearman!
Awaiting orders! They're firing at us! Send a barrage! That was too close!
Spearman! Battle awaits us!
We're getting shot! Archers! Axeman! Axeman! It will happen!
Swordsman! Swordsman! We hear and obey.
Watch for missiles! Ready! Quick march! Look sharp! Missile attack!
Enemies beware! Ready for war!
Axeman!
Swordsman! Spearman!
Beware missiles!
Battle awaits us!
Archers! Too close! Ready for war!
Watch for crossbow fire!
Send the barrage! Watch the crossbow fire!
Swordsman! Don't hold back! On the double!
Making ready!
Now get shooting, people!
Deploy ranged attack! We're too close to the missile!
Swordsman!
Watch for crossbow fire! End the lot of them!
I'll sort this.
Spearman!
Overrun them!
Get them!
Get them!
Spearman! Set for war!
War dogs! Pound the earth! Eager to fight! Attack! Axeman!
To battle! Quick march! Attack! Swordsman!
Yours to command! War dogs!
See! They flee before our might!
There we go. One unit run off already. Splendid stuff.
Here's them! Annihilate them! Horsemen! Roll over them! Battle awaits us! Don't break now! On the double! Enemy charge! Brace!
Spearman! Get them!
Hit them instead.
Attack!
Flank, murder, crush, destroy.
To battle! Ride to victory!
There we go.
Spearman!
Full collapse of the Stratclutian forces.
Hit hard!
Apparently the emphasis on cavalry has proven to be a bit of a double-edged sword.
Get them!
Making ready!
As the cavalry's getting destroyed in most cases.
Our men run from the enemy! This is shameful!
Making ready! Quick march! Cavalry! The cowards are running away! Cavalry!
How about he's finishing them off though?
Ready!
Oh, we seem to be over crashing their forces.
Battle awaits us!
Run, warriors! Awaiting orders! Horsemen! Hit hard! Cheer them!
Destroying them on their flanks and whatever bits we can destroy them on.
Attack from range!
Spearman! The battle is turning in our favor! Swordsman!
So it would seem.
Strike now!
Thoroughly in our favour, in fact.
And fire! Forward!
They're just standing about to lock targets.
Hold the line! Their crossbows are hitting us!
That
Horsemen!
most of the army has utterly crumbled.
Pound the earth!
Vanished even.
Swordsman! Swordsman!
The enemy's off! The men are withdrawing!
This is pretty much GG.
I shall compose.
Seems like the really likes difficult, yet an ultimate match would like to. I think it just overrates the cavalry and just ignores the fact that most of the spearmen were, you know, pretty much just no good as this kind of army. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening there.
Doing it! War is what we do best.
Upgrade. Add some spearmen since we do have a few of those. Crossbowmen, and there you go.
For the glory of the Gales. It'll be glorious. The battle. They'll fall before us.
Oh, that's looking pretty good so far, and I think we just continue here.
Stand against us. Kill them all. To victory.
Seize that. Further upgrade there, so we can keep the populace under control, and I think that sort of covers it for now. Just end the turn.
Peace is not my first choice, but the offer stands. You are lucky to have this opportunity, so take it. Refuse peace now,
Again,
and you do
my
your
girl is
evil.
creating vassals.
You are lucky to have this opportunity, so take it. We are not.
It seems like Clut did not quite understand the situation it was in. And that one way or the other, I will make them my vassals. The only question is how much is Clut left with once I'm done with them.
My reputation is growing.
And so far the odds would seem to be very little.
Fleet ready to sail. Full ahead, lordship. To victory! Yes. All right. We are eager for glory. Eager to
Sending Southwards to seize that. And we seize Armaka pretty easily, since, well, not exactly an outstanding garrison. Easily overcome with violence and might. And shouting.
Agreed.
So there you go, that is now ours. Another part of the glorious Scottish Empire. We'll have to see what sort of mission we're suddenly going to complete, I guess, out of nowhere.
Command the longship.
So no idea what it is going to be. Yeah. A battle I probably don't just want to, ultra resolve, but you don't have much choice, so let's just do it. At the end of their second king.
Set for war. It will happen.
Right, that's going to take them ages to get in there, knowing how the A
enemy
operates.
approaches.
So basically, we just need to murder the cavalry, and we're pretty much good to go.
Archers! Don't hold back.
Enemies beware. Making ready.
We are pretty much really good to go.
Archers! Into the mud.
Set for war.
Run, warriors! Horsemen! Attack!
Spearmen.
Axemen!
So far, they're not really doing a lot to make it difficult.
Ready for war!
Beware missiles!
Swordsman!
At them!
Our general is under attack!
Annihilate them! Crush them! Cheer! Ride to victory! Annihilate them! Crush them! Bowman! Abandon the field! Get them! Spearman!
Gotta protect the leader though, that could prove a bit of a contentious issue if they don't get that sorted out fast.
Ready? Swordsman!
Go, carry though is being slowly bled out. This is definitely not the sort of fighting they excel in.
Send a barrage! Attack! Axeman! Set for war! The enemy general is
There
dead!
we go, he's dead already.
War dog! Axeman!
Spearman!
Hit hard! Hit hard! Steady, boys. They're charging.
And the AI just seems to be dithering about there on the open seas.
Archers! Aye, we will. Attack! Axeman!
Get them!
Quick march! Quick march!
Incoming charge!
Well, I might as well just rush through this because that just needs to be all under raw power, no problems, and then we just gotta, you know, wait for them to, you know, sort their nonsense out. Wait, I had a cavalry unit I forgot about. There we go. Right, just sailing about there in circles. Right, they really need to fix that. Just look at that. That's really something they should have caught before release. That hang on, the AI really does know how to apparently just land its troops. It just reminds me of the CGI in Total War Medieval, where it basically just struggled to just, you know, fight properly in siege. You see, at times you could just, you know, have them stand about doing absolutely zip. You just, you know, look back and go, well, what are you waiting for? There's one of the reasons why alternate shots have, you know, low counters on, just so you don't have to wait a bloody hour, because apparently, again, you need hour-long counters anyways. I don't know why. There you go, though. We might as well just rush through this so we don't have to wait forever to get this done. At least the forces are beginning to slightly land, I guess, which is something. Though we still got a lot there just sort of dithering about there on the open seas, and apparently one ship just sunk on its own. Christ. Alright. Guess we gotta fall back so they actually want to land instead of just shooting at us from the ships. Alright, someone actually landed. really just was an absolute waste of time. But at least that's over, and hopefully Stratford is over. So there we go, and I think that'll be it for today's episode. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it, had some fun. If you didn't, subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm off for now, back in another 2 days' time. Thank you all, you're all wonderful audience. Cheers.